our third one is
Thanks. So, hi, Yashwant.
Yashwant. Have you unmuted Yashwant?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Hi, Yashwant.
Hi, Yashwant. How are you? So, Yashwant, I'm pulling up your resume.
Yeah.
Yashwant is a scientist, and just hold on, Yashwant. Okay. Can everyone see Yashwant?
Yeah. It's visible.
Yashwant's resume.
So,
Okay.
Yashwant is working towards taking us to Venus, right?
Yeah, Yashwant is working to eventually take humans to Venus or somewhere nearby Venus. Yeah.
Right now we are.
Am I right to say that?
Long process.
Right. So, Yashwant, your resume is very impressive. What you would want to put that is in a format that non-scientific community would quickly comprehend what magnificent work you have done.
Okay, Niranjan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we discussed that in the past, and right. So okay, as a general rule, right? Every time when you speak of any achievement, it should be one sentence, one bullet, one achievement, and one sentence. So do not split this thing. Now, your bullet is action, spirited, something, and then lot of details, and then this resulted in 50% enhancement. So it is not your achievement. You did something, and eventually that resulted in something that dilutes your achievement, and you just look like a doer, not as an achiever, not as a visionary or anything. So just simple thing, right? If it resulted in enhancement because of your work, you just take the credit for it. Okay, so enhance something.
Okay.
Yeah, so you enhanced it, right? Enhance um, real time.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Before that, you enhance something because of which.
The real time.
No, yeah, real time.
So what is
because
the
of this
current
enhancement,
understanding about the data set has improved a lot because of this real
hey,
time.
could you come a little closer to the microphone that you have? Just.
It's audible.
Yes, audible, but the volume was low, at least for me. I don't know for the others.
Okay, then just give me 1 second. I will connect my.
Okay, fine. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, Yashwant. Yeah,
Hello,
go ahead.
Niranjan.
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, Yashwant, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can
I'm
hear you
audible?
properly. Yeah, you
Yes.
are.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are audible. Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I designed a software in a real time. Right now, we don't have any current, like whatever we are understanding is only because of the past data and which was published data. But because of this real time software, which it is directly transferring the links, it is like telemetry from the planet to the ground surface. So it helps us to better understand the real time phenomena.
Okay, so
So in this way, I projected it as a 50% enhancement in the data.
No. So earlier you tell me
Data set
from the
accessibility.
data. Okay, so I'll just give you some tools to how you can think. From the moment the data is generated somewhere until you receive it, as opposed to now you receive that data in real time. So that whole and you use this data for some analysis, and then build some reports. So on which basis which
Mm.
somebody takes decisions, right? Now you just take the cycle of from the time
Yeah.
that data gets generated somewhere and stored somewhere, and then that is collected.
Mm.
You get that data from somewhere. That cycle was so long, and now that is reduced to this much. That
Mm.
cycle from getting the data until you use that data, right? Now
Yeah.
from what you just told me, I don't think this enhancement is just 50%. It's much, much more than that. So if the data is generated
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you get it the next day, after 24 hours, as opposed to you get it within 5 minutes, just in percent terms, you reduce that
Mm.
cycle by probably 95 to 98%.
Yeah.
Okay. That is not
So
50%, that is
in that, actually,
98%.
my
Yeah. Hmm.
mm,
You
since the
understand?
data
So
means
this is how you think about your achievement. That you reduce that cycle time for report, and thereby you can take real time
analyze the
decisions.
decision
Yeah,
in a very quick frame,
correct. And that leads to some very
better
fast.
understanding about the real
Yeah.
time atmosphere and
Okay. And this atmosphere is what? Venus atmosphere.
no. Right now it is on the ground base,
Okay.
so
Okay.
in a
This
on
okay.
the earth
Fine.
surface.
Fine. Fine. Hold on. Well, I'm sharing the wrong resume. Sorry. Uh,
That's the one.
Hold on. Yeah, I just need to close this, right? Uh, okay, fine, fine. One moment. Uh, mm, 1 second. I'll start sharing. Yeah, sure. Fine. Okay. Yeah, visible now. Yeah, it's all visible. Hmm?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay. Right.
Mm.
Mm, so what you need to say is reduce cycle time
Okay.
for. Now you name the process,
Mm.
because you only can put it in simplest format. Otherwise, you tell me something, it will be very technical. So you have to think and put it in a very simplistic format.
Okay.
Cycle time for certain process is not just the data collection process. Is that
Mm.
entire process, right from collecting data till coming up with that
Yeah.
analysis of whatever the phenomena that is happening in that ionosphere. Now, you don't mention those
Oh,
words, but in the high end of atmosphere, what, or you may say ionosphere, but then you
oh,
have to explain what ionosphere is.
okay.
So, yeah, so space, whatever, 100, 200 kilometers above Earth's surface. So that is too much wording.
Okay.
So you may say near Earth space or something, that is very simplistic format.
Okay.
Name the
Okay.
process. Yeah. So reduce cycle time by 98%, or whatever you calculate, whatever that percentage is. Now, it could be
Okay.
90, it could be 98%, or you may say from days, whatever, 1 day, 2 day, or number
Okay.
of hours
Okay. Mm.
to real time,
Yeah.
to instantaneous by
Yes.
by activities, right? By activities. So activities are by designing or developing. Um,
Software.
yeah,
Space tool.
uh,
Not.
yeah.
Mm.
So state of art software or something.
Mm.
You need
Mm.
you need to highlight what you did innovatively,
Mm.
or mm, straight. Now, of course, I have put placeholders here. Once you fill them up, that will be
Yeah.
so activity is just an example. By developing uh, uh, software uh, to time data from uh, uh, whatever. near space or ionosphere, you could say.
Hmm.
Ionosphere, is that spelling is correct? Ionosphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
To facilitate, and where is this leading to? Which would be used for what kind of decision making? Or to facilitate,
To better design the instrument,
and what
because
instrument is this?
this is the payload for the Venus mission.
Okay. To
So
facilitate,
if you are
yeah.
working
To
in the real time, so collecting the data helps us to understand and design the
facilitate
instrumentation or electronics part.
of space instrument. See, for a normal man, it's all rocket science. You go
Yeah.
on telling too many details, they won't
Mm.
understand. So, space instruments, so you could say whatever. So it's not exactly a satellite, but you would say space instruments. These are radars. I
Okay.
don't have to go in
Okay.
detail, right? The space instrument
Okay.
facilitate improved control of space instrument, because now from endless to real time. So now this whatever in days or hours, whatever you want to put it, right?
Okay.
So again, this collaborated with teams. Collaborated with teams from ISRO and other Department of Science, right? And private companies to accelerate development and testing phase of the space. So again, this is coming to the end, right? You need that.
This.
Yeah,
Mm.
you have been listening to this, right? Your impact first.
Yeah.
So expedited something by 20%. Reduce.
This is also the design of the antenna actually
Yeah.
for the instrument, because
Okay.
we have a lot of space constraint in the rocket design,
Okay.
and so we
Yeah.
need to reduce the space and also to sustain in the harsh environment of the Venus. So we have to redesign it. So during that time, we collaborated
So
with the multiple ISRO teams.
yeah, did also reduce costs of development? Because
Yeah, I mean,
obviously the
yeah.
manpower of, if
Oh,
there are so many scientists engaged on this from public and private enterprises, then and you reduce this, it will have reduce costs plus whatever other cost benefits as well. So
okay.
reduce. So this is dollar cost. The dollar is a filler for you,
Okay.
and 20 reduce dollar cost and 20% development time. 20% development time of 20% cycle time, development cycle time.
It's no. It's
In
not only.
not only what?
No, it's fine. Cycle. It's
Yeah.
not about only the cycle time as such, but
Yeah. Obviously, you have to bring it to some monetary benefit, because you're applying to business school.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So there must be a monetary benefit. Now,
Those
in
things.
the upper case, it is very difficult to comprehend what could be the monetary benefit when you reduce it from something to real time. And maybe here I'm addressing a little bit one of the questions that was asked a few minutes ago by one of our attendees. What if there is no monetary or there is no revenue upside? In this case, there is no revenue upside. In first case, you can't directly attribute, but the achievement that reducing that cycle time by 99%, 98%, that is so compelling
Yeah.
that you don't have to worry too much about revenue upside at this moment or whatever.
Hmm.
Here you are talking about cost system. So if you this is a grand scale project, and so your cost reduction would be in several millions.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and reduce. So you could structure it better. Reduce development uh, cycle by development cycle time by 20% to realize. This is American English. Realize
Hmm.
dollar savings by doing
Hmm.
activities. So by
Hmm. By collaborating
uh,
with the team.
no, by building something, by accelerating development, by accelerating uh, development and testing phases in collaboration with whatever. So collaboration is the last bit.
Last.
You share your success with others towards the end. First, you
Okay.
claim the credit.
Hmm.
By
Okay.
doing things. So by doing things would be by accelerating or by implementing. Uh, Cycle time, there may be off something you would want to say off off that's okay. The testing process by implementing accelerated development and testing process uh, for next gen radar for planetary in collaboration with entities.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So now, even if the reader is kind of they don't want to read all the basically not that they who don't want to read. I'm saying once we
Hmm.
capture the impact first,
Okay.
hmm,
Okay.
by
Okay.
by so you achieved something by doing these activities, the supporting activities. Say so you all your, if you look at all your bullets, right? These are all starting with action verbs.
Yeah.
Action that led to something. Action that
I
led to
mentioned
some
about my
achievement.
initiatives first. So these are the new initiatives we have taken. The
This one
research.
that this one that develop an algorithm.
Hmm.
Is that
Hmm.
what? So
Every work it's like because it's like
yeah,
international publications, so they are like
now
new thing. Hmm.
correct. But now what I'm a little concerned is there are way too many bullets. So
Yeah.
because you work here since 2019 until present, 6 years, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe you can cut down a couple of them.
1 second,
Hmm.
Niranjan. I'll also
Yeah,
add that I think Yashwant recently got a promotion. So he
yeah.
should also try to show that career progression and add the new designation, which he hasn't done on
So
this resume.
what
So
is
that
your designation right now?
Now it's scientist D. So next promotion is
okay.
E.
Okay, so you've been at this designation from 2019 onwards.
This is from 2019 onwards.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think in that case, Niranjan,
Huh?
possibly he needs to bring down some of the bullet points and also add something which shows appreciation for or
Correct,
accolades that he could have
correct,
won
correct.
at work,
Yeah,
which
yes.
tells that all that
So
work he's done has been appreciated.
correct. So if there are any awards, rewards, anything like employee of the month equivalent in whatever happens in the government, the scientist of the
Movement, it
year.
is
Hmm?
those things are not there actually as such.
Uh-huh.
Like because it is like normal, like we are like class one officers, so it is everything we need to manage, but there is no as such appreciation or maybe any cash award or maybe rewards.
Correct.
So
So
it is like
you're
24/7 job, so you need to available and you need to deliver the things.
yes. I understand that. So your current designation is on what, D or E now after? So
No, like from July and onward, it is like E. So up to it's like HD only.
But by the time you apply, it will be
By the
SE.
time it is like E.
Yeah. So you would want to then put
I want to segregate
now,
these things.
correct. No, but that will be effective from maybe this year, right? So
Yeah.
now, because that will be a new role, and when you apply, it will be
Yeah.
just you would be just maybe a couple of months into that role.
Mm-mm.
So there you may put one bullet that would say that leading whatever mission to Venus, leading
Okay.
something, leading whatever team on the team of maybe 20 scientists, 100 scientists to put ISRO's next generation, next satellite in Venus's orbit at a budget at a whatever, at a 50% or whatever, is significantly less budget compared to similar space agencies of other countries.
Okay.
Similar or not similar, come at a budget at a 70% reduced budget compared to other leading
Other
space
space
agencies.
organization.
Yeah. Okay. So then so you want me to put that space holder here, something like that, that will give you an idea.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so as I said, right, usually I don't encourage people to write anything like this, like leading something, because that becomes more like a role and responsibility thing. But in your case, you will be just maybe 1 or 2 months into this role.
A new role.
So, and it's not that you would be doing something radically different. You are working on a project, now you start leading the project.
It is just
That's
a
how it is.
continuation of the project.
Correct. Yeah. So, so you may say leading. Hold on. Leading a team of NLN scientists with dollar budget to put whatever satellite in Venus's orbit. We'll polish it later. Okay, I'm just putting it a placeholder because this is a futuristic, yet it will be before your application. Orbit at a cost at a whatever X% cost compared to orbit by, you need to mention timeline, orbit by y. So by whatever year, or y.
Yeah.
Okay, at a cost compared to leading space or global space research organization.
No.
So you're not naming any of them, but you're giving an idea of what kind of a mammoth challenging task you're leading here.
We are just heading. before than the other organizations in the direction.
Sorry?
We are just
Oh,
heading in that direction.
and no one else has done it, as you said, right?
Yeah.
If they were to do this, they can't match the
Budget.
exactly. Simply they
Mm.
can't.
And
Mangalyaan
that is
and all those,
true.
we have proved that, right? So that number you wouldn't know the numbers. So then you can extrapolate that from Mars mission. At what cost we would have put it versus what or whatever Chandrayaan or that kind of. So you can extrapolate on that basis.
Yeah.
I think Niranjan, he could also talk something about like doing it for the first time, which will instantly make his resume shine.
Okay. Yeah. So budget to pioneer, you could use to pioneer India's initiative. Okay. So this is the first to put first satellite from Earth.
Made in satellite.
Yeah, that's fine if it doesn't fit into use your language. I'm just suggesting you use what let it come naturally from you. But this is the message that you send, that you're doing something magnificent here. And now if that goes as a first bullet, it is quite captivating. Yeah. But then you have to reduce the number of bullets here from 8 to maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
Developed an algorithm for one-dimensional photochemical Mars day-side ionosphere, achieving 25% increase in accuracy for predicting species densities in the. So this is a whole lot of rocket science to me, and very likely many this thing. You have to simplify this. Achieving 25% increase accuracy. Predicting species density. What does that mean? What is species density?
Species in the sense like CO2, O2, oxygen, N2. These are the species.
Okay. Because when we talk of Mars and the species, then for a layman,
not animal bodies.
No, not animal. And some aliens. That's what they start thinking. So, are you looking for aliens on Mars? Okay, so I will hold on to this bullet unless maybe I'll put this lower, because first of all, it does not tell anything more than what you have already said, except that the destination instead of Venus now it is changed to Mars. But otherwise, you build
this is like a one model in a
you built a software
in a
that speeded up
sense.
something. Correct.
He just predicted the things.
But now, then you may say, right? You may say how that has overall benefited research that is happening in this field across beyond whatever you did. So you speeded up something, right? You improved the accuracy. How much did it benefit the overall science community? What was the ripple effect of that? That you would mention. So I don't have enough information at this moment from your work. So, so I'm giving you this cues. So I'll put a comment here rather than editing this bullet. I'll put a comment that you think of this increased accuracy to the science community and research, science and scientific research community, whether it okay. So because now just by achieving 25% increase in accuracy, that doesn't tell much about you, but then you are doing something to benefit not just ISRO or something, it's overall, because that data you can sell or you can share with other maybe TIFR, maybe any of those other agencies that collaborate with ISRO.
Actually, my point in this is like I developed a photochemical model. Generally means in a mathematical by using mathematical equations and everything. So by observation, by satellite observation, you get some number density. Like there will be some 10 molecules of CO2. By this model, you are able to estimate like if there is like around 20 or maybe or around 15. So the numbers with the real-time satellite data and the prediction model, theoretical model will give you better understanding. Like so that in my terminology means like inaccurate like increase the accuracy means.
Okay, I have something to say out here, Niranjan.
Yeah.
So, Yashwant, you've got to realize that this resume is being seen by admissions committee members who are not going to be so fixated on every single achievement that you had. And if something is already getting repeated elsewhere in another form, then you may as well leave it because it's not going to make a difference to the outcome. Given that you already have so many pointers and you need to cut down. So I would suggest that you don't get very possessive about any of the pointers here.
No. I'm not possessive about the thing, but I'm just trying to explain from my point of view.
Right.
No,
so better clear.
See, Yashwant, what I'm suggesting is you think beyond whatever was the impact. The bigger impact was beyond what you just did. So in this case, right, by developing some algorithm, if you can generate data fast or improve the accuracy, which helps other areas within ISRO or outside, or any universities who are working in similar field, where your collaboration partner, whether in India or abroad, and collectively you can. So earlier something was not available, now that is available because of which some new research happens. Then you are contributing to that happening.
Yeah, that's true.
And you would be aware of where this is being
utilized.
Where it's used, who are benefiting. So now you restructure the entire bullet in that format. So reduce something or achieved some quantified improvement, thereby facilitated research in so much area, or thereby aided research in field 1, 2, 3 with so many partners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that would be applicable to this. So you don't write 5 bullets for same thing. So you just combine that into a single one.
Okay.
Those 3, 4 bullets. If you build an application that fetches data quickly and makes it available for further analysis, then you combine those 3, 4 bullets to say that you develop so many algorithms or so many high-speed data gathering and analysis products to achieve so much improved efficiency, thereby facilitating so much research. That's the kind of message you would give.
Okay.
Pioneered a methodology using linear regression. This is very scientific, I would say, just and is not quantified. So if you are applying for a science job, then yes, this is good. But otherwise, I would say, and this doesn't necessarily tell much other than the destination is from Mars and whatever, it's going to Sun, a solar fluctuates in Mars. But it's very, very scientific, and this could be a subset of any of this. Essentially, you're talking about you develop algorithms. So this is yet another algorithm to facilitate scientific research, right?
Okay.
Led a team of 5 in developing and training non-linear model. Again, is the same thing, isn't it? So, so in one place it is 25% in accuracy. Here it is 86% accuracy. You take the higher number.
Okay.
Yeah. So, of data analysis X% by by doing actions, by developing and rolling out mm, algorithms, innovative algorithms. Thereby facilitating research. Oh, what am I doing? In areas with, I don't be too scientific on that when I say areas.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
space exploration or whatever, outer space, inner space exploration, or atmosphere of planets, whatever, near planets,
Okay.
closer planets to Earth, something like that.
Okay.
Thereby facilitating research in areas um, with in collaboration with partners. So the partners, those would be the agencies, you may say universities or your internal ones. Basically, thereby facilitating research in areas at universities and ISRO, whatever it is. So that last part is, I leave it to you, but you can put the fillers. But this is the idea that you're going beyond what just you're supposed to, not just make it 5%, 10%, 50% faster, but that the bigger aim is now this research happens. And even better would be, you bring a cost component to facilitate research in these areas with so much cost reduction. X% cost reduction. That would be based on
These
certain
things-
hypothesis. Because okay, that is optional. That because earlier the data was
But
not
can you
available. Now we
explain
have,
me how to get this like a cost benefit actually for these type of developments and methodologies?
because earlier the data wasn't easily available. Now you're facilitating that data quickly. So if that reduces the cycle time to get that data or improves the accuracy or something. So essentially all this accuracy improvement reduces the cycle time.
Okay.
So that research becomes faster. So if the research becomes X% faster, then you reduce costs. Correct.
Okay.
Otherwise you
Yeah.
have to go through iterations.
Okay.
So
And
I think
and Yashwant, if you can add those kind of details, that will make your resume very relevant to a business school. It will also help the admissions committee see that you can think beyond just very scientific work, and you have some business perspective.
Okay, ma'am.
yeah. So now you develop something that is X% faster, that facilitated research at lower costs. So you help others to reduce their cost.
Okay.
And then that would reduce many of your bullets. So you can bring it to 5 bullets. Now these are just your collaboration
Just a
partners.
collaboration.
Yeah, so you
But
don't
I
have to
think,
name them all.
yeah, Niranjan, but I think he should keep this because it shows some international collaborations.
You would name them earlier with so work collaboratively with labs and to compile and install the Mars planetary climate model. Now, is it any different from any of the things that you mentioned? So you have one bullet for
This is
all the testing improvement or data. One is for your Venus, okay, the reduced cycle time. Then you would have one collective bullet for
the
your
modeling
testing
thing.
improvement. Yes. Now, if this partner agencies are these ones where they would be using, they would be benefiting because of any of this bit, then you may mention it there. If this is entirely different initiative,
This is entirely
it?
different. This is because this is
Okay.
a global Mars planetary model which was built by the three organizations. It's like 3D model.
Okay.
Whatever
Okay.
I made is like one-dimensional model there.
So to compile and install Mars climate model leading to 40% increase. So you could say increase your turnaround would be uh, predict accuracy of predict. Okay, this is too cryptic. Subgrid Martian atmospheric dynamical processes is what is that in simple language? Accuracy of
Something. Maybe
yeah.
Yashwant
So
could fill that
basically
in.
Mars atmospheric processes.
Dynamics is like it involves everything. So
Atmospheric
to be
processes.
it's like
Yeah. So atmospheric processes improved accuracy of prediction.
Yeah, Yashwant, the word dynamic would not mean much to us. I'm sure it means a lot to you because you're a
Yes.
scientist.
Accuracy of predictive model. It's a prediction of what Mars's atmospheric process by X%.
No.
By doing things. So that doing things would be by doing by doing things. So that is what installing an innovative model by doing things by in collaboration with leading agencies, global agencies. And now you can't name each of them, so you can mention the countries.
Okay.
By extension in close collaboration, to say.
Okay.
Close collaboration. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this post 2 junior research fellows, that sounds too shallow when you're leading this big community of scientists. And
but
so you may,
very few people are interested in working in planetary fields also. So getting.
Yeah, you work in space organization, they are not interested in planetary research.
No, planetary research means like people should be also have some skills level during the +1 +2 BSc level.
So now
very
some
few
of
Indian organizations are there. Institutes are there to actually to get like BSc, MSc from planetary fields.
but in comparison with everything that you have put, now you coach 2 junior research fellows, that sound like if you're talking about your PhD and from leading institute, you're not going to put your 10 standard grades in your resume. It's like that.
Okay.
Somewhat similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this may just disappear, and then after you fill up this thing, if you are extending any of the projects, you may move one up there, but that's not necessary. This 5-6 bullet points here would be good enough. About 5. And same thing you have to do here. Instead of 8, you may want to reduce to 4.
Okay.
So any repetition of what you're developing your algorithm, just get rid of that. So now this is Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, CGPA. Where does it translate to in your class rank or something? You would want to put it up there.
Okay.
CGPA.
I think you can remove the CGPA. It's
otherwise,
low.
yeah. Now, in absolute, unless the standards in this school itself are so stringent that
very high, very stringent, very high, and most of people secures around 7.5, 7.
So what I would say is graduated in among top 5% of the class, top 3%.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so you mention a bullet there. What happened? This line shouldn't be there.
And even I got a merit scholarship in that BTech course. So
yeah,
4 years is completely free.
mention that. Okay.
Hmm.
What happened?
We can just ignore it for now, Niranjan, and move to the
yeah. So I'll just mention it here. What you need to put. One is the class rank, and then scholarship. In the same bullet. If you have any publication in any journals, conferences.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Then leadership position, volunteering. So that goes all in additional information. Publication. These are your
in professional.
In your current job, right?
My current job.
Now they are yeah. So if at all you would want to have one bullet here, publish so many papers in whatever. So when you reduce all these bullets or 4 bullets into a single one, and so you may add one bullet for so many publication, not for each publication. So you would say
alternately, if something got published in a very known journal, you could just mention that as an achievement.
Yeah. This
Instead
top
of giving
4, like whatever the 4 I mentioned, they are like have very high impact factor. So impact factor.
Reviewing journals in space technology.
Journal of ICAR.
Yeah. See, we are just outsider. We won't know anything you say. We just take it at face value. But if at all you want to get a wow, right? You would say you may mention selectivity. So out of 10 papers submitted, 1 gets selected. Then that's what I mean by selectivity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that sets some tone that how difficult it is. If out of 20 papers, 1 gets selected, something like that.
Okay.
Then member, instead of saying the member of committee, so here you know what you should write, right?
Yes.
Instead of member of something, you talk of achievement. What is the achievement?
Okay.
So as a member, what did you do? That is more important than just saying you're a member of something. So out of this, so let's take the Swachh Pakhada, which is a part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, right? Yeah. So led Swachh Pakhada initiative as a part of Government of India Swachh Bharat Abhiyan to educate people from so many villages on cleanliness, hygiene, and all this thing, build awareness. So something like that. So conducted so many whatever workshops or so many something like that in certain number of villages. So what I am going to put that as a sample here is okay. Okay. Led of Government of India to educate NNN villages to conduct workshops, and other initiatives that you would know. Workshop, in addition to workshops, or is there anything like workshop demonstrations or whatever, or some roll out of what a distribution of something. I don't know what all involved in this Swachhata Pakhwada, but let's say workshops and workshops. Just put it. If there are anything more, you may add there.
Okay. Okay.
So conduct workshops in NNN villages, districts, whatever the geography is you're saying, to educate, to build awareness among rural, underprivileged rural population. Rural population. Awareness of something. So what awareness of something? That filler you need to put here.
Okay.
So that would be maybe against public defecating or some
open
other
defecating, clean hygiene practices,
exactly.
And waste,
Shauchalaya initiatives.
elimination of plastic from day-to-day uses.
Correct.
Yeah, add one or two words out here which are more symbolic of what you did.
Exactly. So environmental cleanliness, and their long-term implications, something. Then constitute a committee of organized yoga day. That's one of the tiny things, honestly. You mentioned that. So led annual international yoga day, or hosted.
Recent actually.
So reword this as instead of member of something, right? Hosted.
You want to show how you changed habits or influenced people to join.
International annual yoga workshop on International Yoga Day to build awareness or to get people to follow yoga practices for their health benefits. Benefiting. Or maybe attended by so many people if you want to reword that. Benefiting. To spread yoga benefits. Okay. So organized space celebrations, I don't really have much on that. So you just
even I need to do it in coming months. I just added.
And if it is that sounds less important compared to these next two, because they go far beyond just So you even if you eliminate this bit, that's up to you. And if you are concerned about the space that you're using, you just eliminate this. This bit will disappear, most of this. Because this is all Greek and Roman to most of the people. Awards, winner of TT. There's so interesting that awards and extracurricular, that will go in your additional information.
Okay.
Yeah. So the subsequent bullets. So winner of this thing. So in one, you just make single bullet for all your sports initiative. Regular participant in sports events or active sports player in table tennis and cricket, hosted cricket tournaments. So a single bullet. It just adds to your thing, and don't have to mention every
years like this.
Exactly.
2015, 20. That looks
so annual annual sports meet.
Yeah, you can just say since 2015 to present or something like that.
Correct.
Even in leadership thing, we need to mention the years or not required. Leadership, the member.
If you have a separate leadership section, then is that what it is? Not necessary. Just mention annual sports meet.
No. Regarding that Swachhata Pakhwada and these things, now we mentioned 2024.
No. You just remove that. That's not necessary.
Okay.
not necessary.
Okay.
It's entirely up to you. So what is more important is who benefited, how much you benefited,
Okay.
those things. So reduce anything out. This may simply go because it's not a techie resume that you want to send to business school. So
Okay.
they don't really care. Hobbies, now over and above all this, if you have any hobbies left, otherwise you may, because these are, almost everyone has that kind of activities, cooking and all, everyone does, traveling, hiking. So if you have traveled to multiple countries, then you may say, okay, travel to NN
Number.
countries. Now, for your work, you would have visited many countries, so you may say.
Okay.
So that hobbies, reading, saying, so if you read whatever hundreds of books, you may say, read at least 20 books annually or whatever, if you are that kind of avid reader.
Okay.
So people don't read one. It's like that. And so don't worry, whatever it is, whatever applies to you. Now this sports is already mentioned, so this is less important unless it is very totally out of the world hobby, which is very much part of your life.
Okay.
But if it's international traveling, you may want to put it because that just adds to your international life. Okay, so so this is where we bring it to conclusion.
It's
All right, and thanks for waiting here. And you had to wait quite a long, but hope it benefited you.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it benefited all our
Definitely.
participants. Thanks for being with us. So you will get a copy once we close this. I'll send it back, the edited copy. And I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's not
Thanks,
sharing
Ranjan.
anymore.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Namita,
you're welcome.
actually, for this
Yeah.
opportunity.
And